What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video, but there's just been some things going. There's been some small things going around, but so a little quick update on the GTI. Turns out that the shop down in Colorado Springs couldn't do my car, so I'm not going AEM Infinity, but instead I found this other shop by the name of Apical, and they're actually closer in Colorado Springs to where I live. And they're gonna do a standalone, which is, the name of it is Link, and it plugs right into my stock harness, so it's gonna be a lot easier. Hopefully it's here by the end of this week, if not before. But for the past 9 months, well, I posted a video a while back on
it was like 8 months ago,
on the Evo Man hashtag Amador's his Evo 9, and we've gotten quite a bit of work done on this car. So if you remember, if not, I mean, I'll post with the night when we blew it up. I'll post at the end of this video, so if you guys want to go check that out, it's just a little quick rundown on it. But his whole bell housing was all destroyed, and we fixed his transmission, and he just decided to fully build it. So we've actually been working on this car for probably, I would say 3 weeks straight now, huh?
Working, yeah, 3 weeks straight.
Like we've been putting a lot of work on this car, so I'm gonna let him run it down, everything he's done on it as far as what he has put into it, and then we'll get onto the fun stuff here in a minute. So what have you done to your car?
All right, so like Joe said, since the motor was already out, I decided to go ahead and fully build it. So I decided to just stick with my standard bore, which is 85. And I basically just went with was it Wiseco? Oh, Manley I-beam rods and Wiseco pistons. I did a 9-to-1 compression. Just wanted to be right in the middle. I don't want too much of a high compression. That's basically it for the engine. And for head, I fully built the head as well. I went what was it? S2 cams, which is they're 274, so it's a little bit of aggressive, not too aggressive. I did stock size valves and heavy duty valve springs and retainers, so it should be revved out to around 10,000 RPM. That should be pretty fun. And then for clutch wise, I went with a Exedi twin disc clutch, just because my goal for this car is 800 horsepower. So I figured if I'm gonna be, aggressive horsepower, then I'm gonna need a clutch that's gonna hold up. And I went with our half-size radiator, which is CSF Racing radiator. Many cars, like 1,000+ horsepower cars, have been running this half-size radiator, so I mean, it's been doing them good, so why not? And for turbo, I went a little bit bigger. I had the eBay GT35, and I upgraded to a Precision 6466. It's like 64-65 millimeter. I bought the kit off of Sheepy Racing, so shout out to Sheepy for hooking me up with the kit. And yeah, man, hopefully this makes some jam within the next couple of weeks when I get it tuned.
And what size injectors did you get? Oh
yeah, injectors. So I was previously running, was it 1050s? I upgraded to 2000 cc injectors. I'm running a fuel injector dynamic. It's the same thing as like fuel injector clinic, but they just like went off and did their own thing. And I also changed my fuel pump. I was previously running a single 255, and now I'm running a Busher double pumper, which is like 425 or 455, or one of those two, and the other one is 255. So the way it's set up is like if I'm just cruising, I'll be running only one fuel pump, and then once I get to like high RPM or high boost, then the second fuel pump kicks in. So that's pretty sweet. So yeah, that's the setup on the Evo for right now. In the future, I'll probably go bigger size valves once I get into higher horsepower, but I think my next goal is probably to get a dog box, just to be a little bit safer on the transmission. I'm not gonna launch the car, but it's still a lot of horsepower going into a stock transmission, so that's the goal for now.
So yeah, now we're just gonna get cracking on this turbo kit, and we have to rewire his ground to his starter, because that's when it blew up. That's kind of really the only thing that messed up besides the bell housing. But we're just gonna try and get everything going, and hopefully we have a startup for tonight. And we just gotta cut this little mesh for his wastegate little up pipe dump. So yeah, we're just gonna get cracking on this, and we should have it running here in a few. Alright guys, so this is his Sheepy exhaust manifold. This thing is absolutely beautiful.
There's the wastegate.
And then yeah, the wastegate dump that's gonna be poking right out of the hood. Thing is just all the welds on here are like super clean. I don't know if you could really see them. Here, I'm gonna try and focus in on them. But I mean, those welds are just, it's gonna look dope. It doesn't look like my welds, so that'll be sticking kind of out of the hood like that. And yeah, everything looks super good. Definitely recommend these guys. They definitely hooked it up on all this stuff. So we're gonna get going on everything right now. Alright guys, so we just got this exhaust manifold put all on. We're just gotta...
You don't want to say what we did to the wires?
Oh, sorry.
You're so professional.
Here, where's the light? Oh, do you have the flashlight? So...
let's just use my head.
Yeah, well, okay, so... This one right here, we re-put together, retaped and all that, put the wires together. And then this one right here, because those were the two that blew up when the transfer case came apart. Everything else is good, and yeah, now we're just moving on to the exhaust manifold and putting on the exhaust manifold bolts. And after we do this all, we're gonna wipe down the exhaust manifold so it doesn't like decolor or like, yeah, it all burns clean. So from the oil on our hands. So we're just gonna bolt all that up, torque it all down, and then move on to putting on the turbo. And it all should be a pretty quick process because everything's built specifically for this car. Alright guys, see that little wastegate dump? Alright, so we're just going to show you everything we've...
Sorry, I kind of forgot where it was at. Dang, let's...
Yeah, no, hold it real quick. We're going to pop it up. Alright, so we have his whole exhaust manifold bolted on, his wastegate on, his turbo on. Now we just need to his downpipe and tighten up all the turbo bolts because we just left everything all loose, so everything was gonna line up perfect. So yep, so we'll get back with you guys in a few minutes, and hopefully the next time we get on, we're almost ready to start.
Oh yeah, all
right guys, so we have got as much done as we can tonight. We found out there's a little water pipe that's leaking, and what's so funny, Columba? And yeah, so we're just gonna, well, it's like 3 in the morning. Almader's got to go to work, so we're gonna drop it down on the ground, pull it out, and I'm gonna get like 4 hours of sleep, come back, and then tow the car to my house. That way we can finish it up today, because today it's like 3 a.m. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave this all in one video, and it all should still be on schedule. So yeah. All right guys, so we kind of skipped a lot. We finally got the car over to my house from Amador's. We towed it over here. We actually have started the car. We have all his exhaust ran and everything. Just kind of got sidetracked with doing it all, but we have one little leak. We're thinking it might be the crankshaft seal, and we needed to weld a bung on his pipe. So right now, just to kind of catch you guys up with what we're doing, I have this little O2 sensor bung from my my wideband gauge that I bought, but my car already had it, so I didn't need it. So we just drilled a hole, and we're about to try and weld this in there. I'm not a professional welder. I'm very new, but we're gonna try our best. So please don't judge my welds. So we're gonna do all that, and then we're gonna figure out his oil. And we actually drove the car. We bled the clutch. We've actually done everything on the car. So it runs good. It's just having a little trouble idling. Like sometimes it'll idle, sometimes it won't, and it's because of this mass airflow sensor. So there's 3 on these cars. There's one like mid, like cap back, right before right off your downpipe, and then one right in between your downpipe and your cap. So yeah, we're just gonna weld this up and see how it goes. Oh, that's gonna turn out great. Need to turn up the voltage a little. Turn up to 17 to oh yeah. Perfect. If it'll focus. There it is. We're just gonna clean it up a little bit. For no exhaust leak, but should be alright. Okay. So as you can see, I mean they're not the best welds, but it's pretty solid all the way around. The welds are all pretty decent around the whole thing. There's no little pinholes or anything around it, so I mean it's just a little O2 bung. It's nothing major, so. Alright guys, so we're just finally buttoning up a few things. We got the exhaust put back on, and just to show you the O2 sensor, it's like perfectly flush with the side of the car. It all looks good. Here, maybe we can see the welds a little. Yeah. Yeah, they don't look too bad. A little bit of splatter on it, but nothing that bad. So we just got to figure out this oil leak. It's not a good oil leak. It's leaking pretty bad, but we're just gonna try and do that. We might start it up a little just to see if it all change the idle on it and let you guys hear the car. All right, guys. So I was telling you about that oil leak, and we were thinking it was at the front main seal, so the crankshaft. And we got all this off, just all the serpentine built off right now. But as you can see, that bolt right here, that little cover right here, that bolt was off because the machine shop had it. But yeah, so the machine shop had like all of our parts and didn't even tell us about it. So yeah, we just tightened that one bolt. Here, I'll point it out now that everything is shut off. But this one bolt this one right here, it was just missing. So we tightened all that up, and as you can see, it's not one drop of oil on the ground. So it's perfect. I tell you what, it's a whole lot better than taking off all the timing, and because I know I got that rear main seal on good. So
yeah.
So yeah.
I figured you did. I was like, there's no way. I really didn't think that's what it was.
Yeah. So it was probably just steady dripping. So now I can put everything back together, and this car should be 100% ready. Just ready to go break in and get it tuned. So, and we need the front alignment because when we put up the subframe, we got the steering a little off. But so we're gonna get all that buttoned up and hopefully back it out of the garage and put all the cars back to normal, and hopefully Omar can drive it tonight. What's up, guys? I know the Evo video has kind of been scattered around, and I haven't had like a really good solid video out here, but just a kind of quick update. The Evo, we finally got the 2000cc injectors in there. We got all the oil problems fixed. Another oil problem we were having was the valve cover. When we tightened it down, we cracked the valve cover, so we just JB welded that up for now until we buy a new one. On the GTI, I've bought my FID 2000cc injectors, and my computer is actually on the way from Australia now. So hopefully we'll have some videos out on that. I really didn't want to record a whole lot on Amador's Evo because I wanted to leave that all to him. But I just figured since he wasn't recording, I'll just kind of make a video of it. So I know the video really wasn't organized; it was kind of everywhere. But I just wanted to get like just like an update for you guys, let you guys know what's going on. But yeah, so we got we got his Evo. It's almost done. It's at our buddy's house, Kevin. If you guys live in Colorado and you need a good Evo tuner, or I think he said he does Subarus too, go check him out. I'll try to put his Facebook in the description or something. But yeah, so hopefully by the end of this week, my GTI should be down at the shop, getting the computer and all that installed. I haven't been trying to drive it or take it out to the meets or anything, so yeah, I'm gonna drop that off, and we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Subscribe and stay tuned until next time.